Welcome back to my channel, Smokin and Grillin, and today we making Bourbon BBQ Chicken Wings with me, AB. Now for those of you that have been following, some of my wing recipes, every now and then I mention about the Wings Extravaganza. Listen, it's Super Bowl time, you know what? So for me, all of those wings was just like the build up, you know what I mean? So we're gonna put them all together. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna put iCards in the, right here above, so you guys can take a look at those if you hadn't had a chance to see some. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just figure out what we're gonna do. Check it out. I've been talking to a friend of mine. His name is Lyle over at No Hippie Barbecue and Cooking. You gotta check him out. So we've been talking back and forth. He's been asking me a lot, like what was I gonna do for the Super Bowl, things like that. So then when I told him, and then you know what he said? He said he got some things he could like add to it. So then we were talking football back and forth, and then it turned into like, hey, he gonna make something and do his own thing, you know what I mean? And he want me to take a look at it. So I promise you, if you guys go by there and take a look at his channel, I'm sure he doing something eccentric. I know him. He probably doing something like pineapple, wrapped in bacon, dipped in bourbon, you name it, he probably got it all in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put an iCard right up there. Go by, check out his channel, look at what he got to offer for his Wing Extravaganza. This is his playbook, and you guys already know my playbook. You know what? With that being said, let's go ahead and just break right into this video. Just as a reminder, and especially if you're new, the full recipe will be down in the description box below this video. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start making our sauce. All we want to do is we want to whisk together our bourbon, ketchup, apple cider vinegar, honey, brown sugar, onion powder, garlic powder, hot sauce, W sauce, and our salt and pepper. Listen, we want to, cook that on medium heat. We want to bring it to a simmer for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to remove it from the heat, set it aside, and then we're going to start getting our chicken ready. Here's a tip for you. If you can see that I'm using a metal whisk, but if you can find yourself one like a rubber coated whisk, those work best, especially when you're using, a Teflon or a metal pan. You don't want to scratch it. Here's my newfound seasoning. For those of you guys that have been following me, you guys already know my go-to seasoning. But this right here, since I've been using this is probably like the fifth, recipe I've used it on. Listen, it works wonders with this chicken. I've tried it on a couple of other things, and I'm getting ready to do a video on it and, get a review for you guys to let you know. Listen, the flavor profile on this right here is just spectacular. Don't forget Jake's seasoning. After you finish seasoning your chicken, you want to go ahead and get yourself like a large bowl. Then, transfer your chicken into that bowl, and then go ahead and take your half a cup of vegetable oil and go ahead and just pour that in there. So listen, what we're doing is we're getting it ready to let it marinate. You can let it marinate for like about 30 minutes. And then right here, you can see that I'm just adding, some of that barbecue sauce, some of that bourbon barbecue sauce on top, and then we're just gonna mix it around. Now, what I was saying was, listen, if you want to go ahead and let it marinate, you can let it just sit at room temperature for 30 minutes, or you can put a lid on it and put it in the refrigerator and, and use it, marinate it for overnight. Now would be a good time to preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. So listen, get your baking pan, and I would suggest that you go ahead and line it with some foil. It'll make your cleanup much easier. Go ahead and put your wire rack on top, and then go ahead and put your wings right on top. So listen, once your oven has reached the temperature of 425 degrees, go ahead and insert them, and we're going to cook them for 30 to 35 minutes. Listen, halfway through the cook, you want to pull them out, flip them over, and then continue cooking them for the remainder of the time. After that, then you want to take them and you want to transfer them into a large bowl. Once you have them in a larger bowl, you want to take some of your remaining barbecue sauce and pour it on top, and then stir it around. You want to make sure they get coated and coated well. And then we're going to put them back into the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. I would suggest that you keep your eye on them to make sure that they don't burn. You know, that brown sugar, you know, it'll caramelize and kind of like burn a little bit. But that right there is what you want to come up with. So again, I'm going to give you a recap. We're going to add some barbecue sauce. We're going to stir it. We're going to put it back into the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. And then we're going to keep our eyes on it. And once everything starts to caramelize and, you know, and bake on there, then we take them out, put them on a plate, and we serve them hot. Don't forget to click the iCard in the upper right hand corner of this video to, you know, past videos that I have made, you know, for the Wings Extravaganza. And don't forget, there's also a link up there for you guys to go by and check out Lyle from No Hippie Barbecue and Cooking, and check out and just to see how eccentric he will be with his wings. So, what do you think? I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what your favorite wing is. Matter of fact, we're gonna say what is your first and your second. You gotta have your go-to, and then you gotta have a runner-up. So, you got mine. It's Bourbon BBQ Chicken Wings and then lemon pepper wings. That's my 1 and 2. And then don't forget, go by and check out Lyle from No Hippie Barbecue and Cooking and see what he's doing over there. I promise you, it ain't gonna, if it don't do nothing, it's gonna make you remember that I told you, hey, he eccentric. So I'm sure he got something exotic. Go by, check him out. The iCard is right up here. You know what, just hit it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. You know what, like this video, and let me go ahead and take this time to say, hey, welcome to my channel. And with that being said, you guys, this is my Wings Extravaganza video. And you know what, I'm out.